What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Correction. And I share prison stories, man. I let y'all know what was going on while I was behind them walls. And as y'all could know, man, the Hurricane Melissa has passed over Jamaica, created a lot of havoc on the west, south side of Jamaica, parishes like St. James, Hanover, St. Elizabeth. Did some real damage, man. So a lot of prize out to my country, man. But still doing my due diligence, man. Still dropping these stories. So come on, man. Let me take y'all to the dome and tell you how this went down. I'm at Smith State Prison, y'all. I've been down here probably about 2.5 months, 3 months, somewhere around there. I end up going to the hole for some BS, bro. I'm in the hole 36 days. And me being in the hole 36 days, man, I ain't had nothing. Not even the soup in the box. When I came out, I was dry out the box. So when I came out the box, man, they put me on the north side of the compound. When I go on the north side of the compound now, I end up seeing a dude they call Rude Boy. You know what I'm saying? Tattoos all over his face, Jamaican. Once you hear the name, you know it's Jamaican, Rude Boy. Now, I had a brief interaction with Rude Boy before I actually went to the hole. I was on the south side of the compound. I ended up seeing him in the chow hall one day. But you know, the officers, they don't like for people to interact, especially people in different dorms and stuff like that, just because they feel like you might be busting a deal or you trying to get at somebody or something like that. So they had pretty much kind of, rushed us out. But he knew I was Jamaican. He heard that I was on the compound. And anywhere you go, bro, anywhere I went, whereas Jamaicans on the compound, they always reach out to me. Or if I'm on the compound and I hear it's a new Jamaican on the compound, I always reach out to them, man. Because, it's not many of us, bro. We in a whole foreign country and we're locked up. So, you just reach out to each other, make sure each other good. So when I went on the north side, now they ended up putting me in E2. I think that's where I was. Yeah, I was in E2. They put me in 2. And bro heard I was over there. He pulled up on me ASAP. He's like, yo, you good? You want nothing? So I tell him, yo, send me some food. I want some food. I want some food, bro. I was hungry. Coming out that box hungry, bro. You can't make no store in there. No, nothing like that. And then the dorm that they put me in, I really didn't know nobody, man. They put me in the room with a guy from New York. He was pretty cool, though, man. Bro was real cool. But, I ain't want to ask nobody for nothing. I ain't want to go hit no store man up. Nothing like that. So Brad done came back to the window that evening. He brought me a net bag with like $15 worth of food in there. And he's like, yo, now something else here. He's like, yo, you hustle? He was asking me if I hustle. I said, yeah, I hustle. He's like, yo, man, I bought 3-4 grams for you. He said he had about 3-4 grams of that dirt bike. So I was like, dirt bike? I said, yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? He was like, look, just got there and send me back about $300. I was like, all right, cool. Boom. He sent me 4 grams, bro. He sent me them 4 grams. He told me, he's like, just make some 25s and make some 50s and stuff like that. Boom. So I made them up, man. Made them up. Like I said, I know a lot of people in the dorm. So now I'm like, who I'm going to sell this stuff to? You know me, bro. I don't be talking to everybody. I'm not a dude that's going to go around and just advertising stuff like I got this, I got that. But my roommate himself, he knew I had that stuff. My roommate was a hustler too. He used to sell a dirt bike. He sell the ganja. He sell the CIs. He sell everything. So he was telling me, he's like, man, here go a couple guys you can sell to, real good guys and stuff like that. They're going to pay on time. So I was like, okay, cool. So now my name was getting out there a little bit, and you phone folks pulling up on me like, once one person know you got the dirt bike, bro, that's it. You ain't got to put your name out there no more, bro. These folks going to come from everywhere in the dorm. They're going to be like, what? You got some of that stuff? You know how them J's be on the street? That's exactly how they be. So all type of guys was pulling up, and sometimes when they pull up to the room, knock, Jamaica, my bunkmate, he might be sitting beside me. Sometimes he just give me that eye like, nah. And I'll be like, nah, I ain't got nothing else. I ran out. Our shop is closed. I'm not currently doing nothing right now. Anyways, now one guy had came, and he was real good, man. He had came with $50 off top and bought some stuff. So he was like a friend of him and needed something. So I was like, he brought the friend up there, and I was like, nah, man. It was this Muslim dude named Shakur. Now Shakur was he was bald head, real bald head, man, black as ever, bro. I'm dark, but this was real dark, man. Real skinny. Always walk around with his shirt off, man, with his shirt tied around his belly button and stuff. always working out, real cut up dude. You couldn't really tell that he was a user, bro. But he was one of the types that you call sneaking geek. He loved to sneak and geek. Not a lot of people know that he was on it, because when he actually came the first time, he was like, yeah, just, you know what I'm saying, keep it down on the low. And I'm telling him, like, I keep it on the low because I don't really know you. I'm not really giving nothing to you. Okay, dude that who had spent that $50 with me, he had came back up and was like, man, you could mess with him, man. He's good people. I'm vouching for him. Now these guys are always vouching for each other, bro. You know why? Because he might have went to dude and they did that stuff together. So now he want dude to get something and match it back up with him. That's how they go. And I remember I wanted to send some money to Rude Boy, as a matter of fact. He was in the dorm next door to me. I wanted him to get some money. When I got that first $50, bro, I just gave the numbers to him. It was actually a Green Dot number, because that's what we was using. We was using Green Dot. This before they had Cash App and all that type of stuff. We was using Green Dot. So I remember after Chow that day, when he was coming back from Chow, was standing at the window, waving at him, like beating on the window, boom, 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 telling somebody, get Rude Boy. So there was like one of the most famous things when I be like, get Rude Boy, they'd be like, because this man had tattoo all over his face. It was not a space on his face that tattoo wasn't at. So I used to tell him, like, yeah. They got him. I remember I slide him that money. I said, yo, make sure I say check that. I meant me know say if it's good. I was telling him, just check that and make sure that money was good. And like I said, bro, you had other people pulling up on me like this until I started to make other little 25 deals. Now, by this time, I hadn't gave him like 250, bro. So I couldn't load the money myself. So I would just, every time I get the money, I give him. Because these guys, they play a lot of game, bro. You can't get that 14-digit number and sit down on it for 2 days. No, guys will get that money and guess what they do? Give it to you and then copy that number and then spend it with somebody else. And that person might end up loading. They might have access to a phone or have access to a Green Dot card to where they could load that money before you actually load that money. And guess what? You be out of luck. You'll be out of luck. And next thing you know, you trying to fight somebody, beat somebody up, wet somebody up about the $25 that they don't remix you out of. I'm sure y'all heard about the remix game. This one, the remix game was real hot, bro. So, and then another thing, Rude Boy was coming back at the time. Rude Boy was actually coming back, asking me for like 25s of this, 25s of that. So when he was coming, I was like, it was something funny. I was looking at him like, is he on this stuff too? And the more and more he was coming back, I was like, he's like, yo, let me get that 25. Yo, I'm gonna get that 25. And this what made me knew that he was on it, bro. They actually went on lockdown that day, and where his room was in E1, when we coming back from Chow, he could actually talk to me through his back window. So I remember I was coming back one day, he was like, yo, Yush, send me something over here. So I remember I was talking to my bunkmate. I was telling my bunkmate, like, man, I only got a few sacks left because, brother took them back as 25s. Now he was in my pockets. I hadn't paid him that 300. Now he in my pockets like $50. So he was like, yo, if I send you $50, just send me out 50 or whatever. So that's when my bunkmate was telling me. He didn't want to tell me. He was like, yo, Rude Boy on it. And let me tell you something, bro. That broke my heart, bro. Because at this time, I was still surprised at how much people who are actually on the dirt bike, bro. I came from Riverbend, boy. I knew a lot of people, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm not being racist or being biased or nothing like that. I knew a few black guys that was on it, but it was mostly white folks and Hispanic folks that was riding that dirt bike like that. It wasn't so much black people on it. Not just black people, but a Jamaican. One of my Jamaican brothers, bro. That broke my heart, bro. That surprised me. That had me like thinking, bro, that whole evening. Like, I remember I was in the room and my roommate was like, man, yeah. He's like, boy, everybody on it down here, boy. Ain't no exemption for nobody. He's like, the person you think that's not on it, they own it. And I was like, man, that is crazy. So anyways, bro, I remember I had like 3 25s left, bro. And this same Muslim dude, bro, he pulled up on me 2 times after he pulled up the first time. Now he pulled up again. Same dude, Shakur, he's like, man, just mess with me, brother. Just mess with me, man. Everything good. And in my head, I'm like, okay, you Muslim. You're not even supposed to be riding the dirt bike. You're not supposed to doing this stuff. But to each his own. Like I said, bro was moving real low key. And then I said he'd be working out, doing all this type of stuff. And he never really talked to nobody, bro. He just be having his little headphones on, walking around the dorm. And now he looked like he been gone a long time. One of them guys that look like they done did since they was teenagers, bro. Been gone. So anyways, man, I was like, I ain't want to do it, but so I was like, you know what? I'll mess with him on the 25 or whatever. Boom. Gave him the 25. He told me he's going to pay me 2 days later. So I was like, okay, cool. I done paid Rude Boy all that he's supposed to get. Now Rude Boy owed me $50. You know what I'm saying? Got 2 little sacks left. So I'm like, I'm good. I got a little food in my box because at the time I was, pinching out the little sacks after I made them and still getting little lines out of them. My roommate had teach me how to do that. He's like, look, them sacks too fat, bro. Take some out, sell some lines, get you some food in the box. So I was like, okay, I'm good. Profit a little something to where I could actually start doing my own thing now. So gave it to him. 2 days come by, bro. He ain't pull up on me. I see bro in the dorm. We go to chow. He just walked past me like everything is cool. Lolly jolly. I'm like, anyways, I remember I pulled up on him at the room. I'm like, bro, what's up? He's like, man, I ain't get on the phone yet. As soon as I get on the phone, I'm hollering at my peoples. They're going to send this green dot or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. Guess what, bro? Another 2 days go by. Nothing. So I'm like, I'm telling my bunkmate, he's like, look, bro. He's like, bro, that's how these guys is. And that's when he started explaining to me. He's like, bro, these guys, they don't play about, you know what I'm saying? They'll jug you, they'll remix you, and they'll drag you out about your money. He's like, bro, you need to pull up on Holmes and let him know off top, like, bro, let him know dead serious. You need your cash. Anyways, I pulled up on him down in the room. I'm like, bro, listen, man, this is a business for me. I'm trying to get myself off the floor. So he's like, bro, I already understand, bro. My folks giving me the runaround and this, that, and the third. So I'm like, bro, this dude playing or something. Now, I knew another guy in the dorm, Fathead, another Muslim. Fathead was real cool. Mind you, I ain't want to put buddy business out there like that, bro. So I pull up on Fathead. I'm like, bro, what's up with your Muslim brother? He's like, man, what's up, Jamaica? That nigga owe you? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, that man in debt in the dorm. I was like, what? He's like, bro, he owed me like 200. I said, what? Fathead was like, yeah. Fathead was selling the cream too. No, Fathead didn't care, man. This is Muslim brother. He feeding him too, bro. He's like, man, I just don't want the E-man to find out, bro, because if the E-man find out that he owe me too, I'm going to be in trouble, bro, because I ain't even supposed to be selling this stuff. And I was like, man. So Fathead was like, man, if anything, bro, I'm going to make sure you get your money, bro. As a matter of fact, let's pull up on him right now. Boom. We go down to the room, man. Fathead pull up in there. As soon as Fathead pull up in there, I pull up in there. Fathead close the door. Boom. He closed in there. He's like, hey, brother, what's up, man? He's like, oh, you owe the bro right here some money? And he was like, yeah, man, I owe him a 25. So he's like, man, you owe me 200. But he was like, man, it's a good brother right here, man. I've been knowing him for a long time, man. You need to make sure bro get his money, man. Bro ain't really on that BS and nothing like that. He just trying to get himself off the floor. Mind you, at this time, bro, I'm not no peon and nothing, no crazy stuff like that, but I'm not just finna go crazy on nobody about no $25. I understand it's about the principle and respect and chain gang or whatever, but I just let stuff play out. So he was like, man, I'm gonna get him, man. I'm gonna get him. I'll just hold it down, man. Don't cause no attention. Don't let nobody know about nothing. So Fathead was like, man, just pay the brother his money, man. Make sure you got to pay me mine too. Fathead was actually putting the press on him. So we go outside the room. Fathead was like, man, he's some real bullshit, man. He's some bullshit. I should have never gave him nothing, man. He was like, man, Jamaica, I wish you would have told me or said something to me. I was like, bro, my bunkmate actually told me the same thing. I shouldn't have gave it to him. So I was like, man. Couple days go by again, bro. Nothing. By this time, Rude Boy now, he had got some more work. Because Rude Boy had a move going on in education where he was actually getting this stuff, bro. This man was getting a lot of this stuff, but because he was on it so hard, bro. Every time I used to see Rude Boy after I knew that he was on it, bro, I could see it all over him, bro. The man looked like he just be up 24/7, bro. And he'd be looking wild and looking crazy. And one thing about Rude Boy, bro, he always got them straps on him. Always, bro. He's naturally paranoid, going crazy because he got wet up at Macon State before, so he ain't taking no check from nobody. And this man go everywhere through the metal detectors, bro, with these tools on him at all times. I used to be like, yo, oh, you do it? He was like, yo, man, skill, man. Skill. I have to learn how to move in a prison. That's what he always tell me. I got to learn how to move in chain gang. So he was like, yo, time to re-up. But I'm like, man, I'm trying to collect all the money, put all the money together. I remember I gave him like $50 for a gram. That's what he was giving me. Grams was like $75 at the time. So he's like, yo, give me $50, man, I'll give you a gram. So I'm like, okay, cool. I had called home. I got some money from the house or whatever. So I got me like 3 grams, bro. Boom. Started back grinding again. Boom, boom, boom. Guess who gonna pull up on me one day, bro? Shakur. Man, I heard you got that 5, bro. I heard you got that 5. Let me get a 25. So I'm looking at him like, there's no way possible you could be serious. But that's how these guys is, bro. They don't care, bro. They got no shame, no nothing in their game, bro. They pulling up. So I'm like, yo, you already owe me 25. He's like, man, I already know, man. My folks giving me a run around and all this. But when he talking to me like that, I'm looking at him, I'm like, this dude look like he's high right now. That's just how it is, bro. This man probably got the money already and then went and shop with somebody else and be like, man, bump Jamaica. Bump him. He'll be all right. So I told him, like, man, ain't nothing going on, bro. This man actually got upset with me. He walked out the room getting mad. Like, man, y'all niggas ain't shit. You ain't gonna get mad at me because you owe me $25 and I don't want to give you another credit. Man, you got to be done lost your mind or something like that. So that kind of done pissed me off. But anyways, man, I was like, man, I'm not really stunting at 25 like that. Boom, I'm doing my thing, sat back up, going again. Now, buddy who I then gave me my first 50 while I was in the dorm, he came back. He spent 100 with me. You feel me? I gave him 6 sacks for the 100. He actually wanted the whole gram. I told him, no, bro, I'll give you 6 sacks. Boom, gave him them. As soon as he got down, bro, guess who and him linked up? Him and Shakur. I'm outside the dorm like this. You know, this dude, he's sneaking and geeking, so he think he just incognito, think he moving and ain't nobody see what's going on. I see him going off in buddy room. I'm like, the only thing that y'all got in common, bro, is the dirt bike. Y'all ain't got nothing else in common. Anytime y'all link up in the dorm or anybody seeing y'all together, they just know y'all are on the dirt bike, bro. Boom. I go back to him about 2 days later, bro. I'm asking him like, man, what's up with the money, man? He's like, man, I got you, man. I got you, Jamaica, man. I got you. And I could tell like he was actually tweaking at this time, bro. Boom. So I'm talking to Rude Boy one day, man. We out there. I'm actually on the yard, and he coming back from the program. So we stopped. We chopping it back through the fences. So I'm telling him like, yo, this Muslim dude owe me my money. He ain't trying to pay me or whatever. So he's like, yo, I'm gonna pull up on him. He's like, yo, we'll pull up on him for you. So I was like, no, I don't need you to pull up for me. So that's when he was like, man, yo, you can't play with them Yankee boy, you know. Them boy, I was styling, you know, you have to pull up on them boy rough. He was telling me like, yo, this ain't the medium camp. He's like, man, this level 5. He's like, man, these folks do not care. They'll try you all type of ways. And that's when I was like, man, this nigga really just trying me, bro. I really got to pull up on homes. So that's when Rude Boy asked me, he's like, man, yo, strap up. You have a machine? So I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I got a strap over there. I'm good. So he's like, yo, I can bring you something better. You know, I said, man, I bring you something you can go up on the walk with and everything like that. Because I had some old rusty looking steel, but he brought me some piece of aluminum, bro. Real nice aluminum piece. Mind you, you slide through the metal detector. These things were easy. It's not going off, bro, because it's aluminum. So he's like, yo, if the boy keep playing with you, just bust him on the walk. So I'm looking like, man, I'm not finna bust this man over no $25, man. You was tripping, man. It's not that serious to me. Now I go beat him up or something about my money, but I'm not finna bust this man about no $25. But that's what he was telling me. Sometimes this is what you got to do. So anyway, bro, boom, back in the dorm, bro. So that night, I'm seeing Shakur move around the dorm, and I could tell he definitely was on the ice move because I seen him and Buddy just, you know what's up, moving around, shifting around the dorm. So I'm like, all right, see what you want. You know what I'm saying? You know you gotta have some money. You know you spending some money because you're not just doing his cream, bro. You're not just partying off his drugs, bro. You gotta have something else. You gotta be putting in something. Anyways, bro, at breakfast, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull up on him. I get up early, bro. It been dawning on me like, man, this dude been trying me, bro. I'm at this level 5, man, trying me like that. I gotta handle this business. Anyways, bro, at breakfast, I come back from breakfast. He didn't go to breakfast. So I go down to his room. His room is at the end of the dorm. Anybody know how them dorms look at Smith, Macon State? All them dorms look the same. His room at the last room down at the end down there on the left. So I go down there, bro. His bunkmate that just came back from breakfast because I remember I asked his bunkmate if he in there. So I go in there. I said, yo, Shakur. I said, bro, what's up with the bread, man? I need my money, man. I need it right now, man. I need mine. Man, this man flies out the bed, bro. He on the top bunk. I'm standing at the door. This man come out the bed, bro, with the boots strapped up. He was laying under the cover with the boots strapped up, jumped down, tool in his hand. So I back up. I'm like, oh shit, this man the goddamn whipped out on me ASAP. Mind you, I got the fire on me, so I whip out like this. That's when his bunkmate was like, man, y'all chill, y'all chill, y'all chill. So mind you, I'm outside and he's in the room. I got the fire in my hand. It's people still coming in from child, bro. So they looking, and I remember, bro, the E-man looked down there. I was like, man, the E-man came down there. He's like, hey, Jamaica, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on with the brother? Because he know it's two Muslims in there. So it got to be one of his brothers. And now the E-man, bro, he was real rational dude, bro. He was a real grown man, not just somebody that just going to be like, oh, you pull a fire on a Muslim, he ain't just going to jump on you. Nah, he was trying to figure out what's going on. So he came there. He's like, brother, what's going on? He seen Shakur with the tool in his hand. He's like, man, I owe the brother right here $25, man. He just pulled up on me sideways. He just pulled up on me sideways. I said, I ain't pull up on you sideways. I pull up on you asking you about money, and you pull a tool on me. So that's when I kind of looked at him. He was like, he looked at me. He was like, Jamaica, what do you owe you money for? And I didn't want to tell him, but I was like, bro, tell him. He was like, man, I got some stuff for me, man. I got some stuff for me. So he's like, you using Ak? And he was like, now the other Muslim dude, he was just sitting there on the bed, just shaking his head because he knows Shakur be using, but he ain't gonna put him out there. Shakur had to put himself out there, man. So that's when the Muslim dude was like, man, Jamaica, man, I'll pay you, man. So he's like, you ain't gotta pay him, man. You ain't gotta pay him. I'll pay him. It's just the way that he pulled up on me aggressive. I was like, bro, how did I pull up on you, bro? I pull up on you about my money. This man in the bed, this man so johnted out and chain gang, this man chain gang to death, bro. The man was asleep in his boots, bro, up under the blanket, bro. Like this man, like he been locked up 100 years, bro. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Ain't no way you sleeping in no boots, bro. This man was war ready, bro. I was not war ready. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I had that fire on me, but I was not ready for that action in the morning like how he was. The man jumped out the bed, bro. Had me backed up out the room like, what the heck? That's one of the things that made me realize about level 5, bro. When it comes to that level 5, bro, these folks do not play the game, bro. Mind you, I'm way bigger than this man and everything, but this man was ready, bro. He was ready. So his op, bro, the E-man was like, man, come to the room. Because, you know, if we outside, bro, now you had everybody looking on what's going on. I remember it was a GD dude because Rude Boy next door, Rude Boy was actually GD. And it was a guy in the dorm that he was telling me that he'd been in the medic camps with Rude Boy. Him and Rude Boy was like this. So he was upstairs. He's like, man, Jamaica, what's up, man? What's up? What's going on down there? These folks trying you. So now he had the GDs like, they trying to back me. So I'm like, no, bro, no, everything is good, bro. Everything is good. Y'all calm down, bro. It's not that serious, bro. I just came to pull up on this man about the 25 hour, bro. And this man pulled his tool on me. Me and the E-man right here, we finna sort it out, bro. So that's when the E-man, he seen that. The E-man was like, man, let's go to my room, man. So I was telling the GD dude, I was like, bro, everything good, man. You ain't got to do all that. Everything good. So he's like, man, I'm out here, man. I'm out here on the floor, man. Ain't nothing going on with you, man. You mess with Rude Boy, man. Rude Boy told me to look out for you, man. Rude Boy told me, bro. He told me, man, look out for you in the dorm. And I was like, man, damn, man, I'm not trying to go through all that. I'm not trying to get everybody involved in my business and all that type of stuff, bro. But these are the stuff that come with hustling in chain gang, bro. So I go to the room, meet E-man and Shakur, bro. Mind you, they took the tool from him. I had put my tool back up, man. He was like, man, Jamaica, you good? I was like, man, I'm good, man. I'm not really with the BS and stuff like that. But of course, I'm going to defend myself if he come at me any type of way. So we go in the room. The E-man, he was asking me, he's like, man, how much he owe you? I was telling the E-man or whatever like that. And the E-man went to scolding him. He's like, brother, we done been through this too many times. Mind you, before I came in this dorm, this man had been in this situation where he owe folks, bro. He's still owing folks. Mind you, I told you he owed my boy Fathead $200. So this is not the first thing for him, bro. That's why the E-man was so upset. And the E-man, bro, E-man is a hustler too, bro. Mind you, he wasn't selling no cream. The E-man was selling packs of CIs, bro. So I know he had that paperwork. The E-man was like, man, he went in this thing. He's like, man, I remember they had the packs of CIs, bro, was coming in. It was 4 scoops, bro, 4 scoops of 30 cc's. Y'all know them little medicine measuring cups? That's how they were measuring them. But at the time, they had a move. They were getting them in some little bullets, bro. These little things was probably like this and like this, real compressed, bro, with the rolling paper wrapped around them. The E-man just got there and bust a move in his box, bro, and threw it to me. He was like, here. Boom. When I caught it, I was like, what's this? Mind you, I seen CIs down there, but I never seen how it was compressed in this bullet form, bro. He's like, hold on to that, Jamaica, man. Everything good, man. So, boom. I go back to the room, bro. Him and Shakur was still in there talking. I go back to the room. When I come out, GD was standing out there, bro. This man was standing on the big floor, bro. He's like, man, you good, bro? I was like, man, I'm good, bro. He's like, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm out here, man. I'm out here, bro. He's like, man, Rule Boy, my partner, man. That my partner. Me and brother went to war with folks together, bro. We done went to war with folks together. We done did plenty of time. So he told me to look out for you. So I know I got you. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious, bro. I promise you it ain't. So I'm telling him, like, man, it's good, man. These folk done took care of the business. So he was like, man, Jamaica, you can't let these folk try you like that, bro. These folk owe you that money, bro. You got to pull up sideways on them, bro. This level 5, bro. This shit don't work like that down here. Like, pull up on these folks. I was like, okay, cool. Boom, I went in the room. When I went in the room, my roommate now, he was blood. He was like, bro, everything good? I was like, everything good, man. So he's like, you got your bread? I was like, yeah, bro, you done paid me. So when I pulled that stuff out, he's like, ooh, boy, he gave you a whole pack in it. So I was like, what you mean? I'm thinking it's just like a regular 25 to how he was compressed. So he like, hell nah, bro. He's like, put it in the box. He like, pull that stuff out the little saran wrap. Poof. He's like, bro, when I start pulling out, he's like, bro, just fluff it up. Boom. I pull that thing out, man. Listen, man, I probably made about $250, bro, out that one pack, bro. I just made some little 25s, and at the time, I was smoking the CIs too. So, I was smoking out the pack, man. But that's just how that go, bro. And that's the thing with hustling and chain gang, bro. You got some folks. That was one of the first time I was actually tried like that, as far as like folks owing me my money and actually pull a tool on me, bro. Mind you, I had guys owe me before and then this and that. You know what I'm saying? Find all type of excuses, but they always paid. But this nigga pulled a tool on me, bro. And was I ready? Hell no, I was not ready. I had a tool on me, but I was not ready. This man was war ready, man. The man jumped out the goddamn bed with the state boots tied up like he was in the military, like he was ready for war. But that's the type of stuff that come with hustling in the chain gang, man. That's why I continue to tell people, man, stay out of trouble, man. Stay out the way so you won't have to end up in the chain gang, man, hustling and get into it with people about your own money, man. Just do the right thing. Stay out the way, man. But that's the story for today, man. Appreciate y'all checking out the story, man. But okay, before I even get to that, man, RIP to Rude Boy, man. Rude Boy was deported back to Jamaica a couple years before I got out, man. And he was actually unalive, bro. In what type of way, I didn't know, but I found out he was unalive. So RIP to him, man. But I appreciate y'all folks checking out the story, man. A lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of respect, y'all. I'm out.